my name is Strickland. This is part 2 of the search for a friend. And when I left up, I was talking about, people are going to laugh. Oh, you're 30 years old. You've never had a girlfriend. So that means you're a virgin. Well, if I was a virgin, it wouldn't matter. And again, I'm not looking for sex. Sex doesn't mean much to me. I've had it twice. And wasn't all that. And I guess because, and to enjoy sex, you have to be in love, and I've never been in love. And I'm not one of those people. I don't see how, I watch all these shows on television, I don't see how someone can just go out and get drunk night in and night out and go fuck random people. How is that enjoyable? It's called making love, and in order to properly enjoy it, you need to have a spiritual, emotional, and physical connection to that person. So going out and these women opening their legs and these guys going out and fucking them night in and night out is retarded. That's not what this video is about. I'm not that kind of person. I'm just a lonely dude that's tired of walking the earth alone, that's looking for some companionship. Hell, I have a cell phone here, and it's an older cell phone. I mean, I don't have a lot of money. But you know what? The only time this cell phone rings is, and I don't know how people get this number, maybe someone used to have this cell phone number, is when someone's calling me saying, oh, Bill, and they're always calling for someone else. So that means somebody else had the cell phone number, which is commonplace. And when my grandmother calls me to ask me how I'm doing. That's it. And the reason I have it is because the times I do go out if I get in a wreck or something. But other than that, my phone doesn't ring. I don't know what it's like to sit around talking on a telephone. You know what? I went to eHarmony.com and they're supposed to find matches. Well, guess what? They didn't find me any match. I went to Match.com. 0 matches. eHarmony.com guarantees that they'll find you a match, right? And I didn't go, and I'm thinking it's bullcrap, and they're supposed to base it on science. Well, the thing is, I was honest. I went in there and put everything down honest. Again, I'm big on honesty. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay? I got stretch marks on my belly. That's another truth. So if a female watches this, ugh, that's gross. Great. So what? I don't want nothing to do with you anyways, because you're, again, I'm not going to sit here and try to boost myself up, because if I got close to someone, they would find out anyways. And my biggest fear in all this is if I do meet someone through this, which I've never attempted, I won't even know how to go about it because I've never had a friend. So I have to meet someone who understands that there's going to be some learning for me about how to be a good friend, and hopefully maybe one day be a good companion, and hopefully maybe one day be a good partner. But that's a long way off, and that's really not what I'm looking for. That's what I want in the ultimate goal, but that takes years. You don't just meet someone, and I don't believe you can just meet someone and fall in love. Those most all the time end in divorce. And my ultimate goal and dream in life, and I got made fun of for this. I made a thing in high school about it, in 9th grade, about your dream, your one dream, and mine was marriage, and I got laughed at. I was just a young boy who looked at a female as a goddess. I view females as goddesses. We should worship as men the ground they walk on, because the worst thing in the world is to be a man and to not have a female in your life. And I knew that early on. And my ultimate dream, I didn't want to do anything else, even though at that time, I just started getting into high school. So this is before I bombed out. I was still kind of in a straight A mode. And this is before everything started getting to me that caused me to fail. But, yeah, marriage. And I got laughed at so hardcore for that. To know that someone's going to walk this earth with you day in and day out, hopefully. And if I ever get married, there's no divorce. I won't let that happen. I will do everything in my power to prevent that. You know what I'm saying? But to walk this earth with a woman who will look at you and when you look your worst, who will look at you when you look your best, who don't mind when you wake up in the morning and your underwear is to this kind of all messed up and your hair is all messed up and you jump out of bed and you just look like hell, who will sit there and come up and kiss you when you look like hell and tell you they love you, to have that is one of the greatest things in the world. And sadly for me at 30 years old, never experiencing that, not even having friends. I mean, come on. You know, I'm talking about marriage and the ultimate goal. I've never even had a friend, so I got to start in small baby steps to get to that, hopefully. And if this attempt fails, it fails, whatever. But, you know, at least I can say I did try just about everything. I tried Match.com, I tried eHarmony, and I got 0 matches, and now I'm trying this YouTube thing, and who knows. And I know I get off topic a lot, but I'm new to doing these video things, and I'm basically just, you know, trying to describe what I'm looking for here, and but I tell you, like I said, marriage, just to have that one person that's just gonna be your rock, that's not only your lover but your best friend, that one person that unconditionally you can tell anything to, and they can tell anything to you, and you know, that doesn't, like, we're human, so we all, and I'm gonna get a little bit maybe gross here, but we all piss, we all shit, you know, so those are things we do. That one person that will put up with your stinky shits, that will put up with you if you accidentally, you know, when you take a leak and you accidentally may, because we're men, as men we you know, sometimes, you know, our things don't, you know, aim correctly, and they might get a little bit on the floor, but you know, you clean it up. You know, a woman that will stand by you and doesn't mind that, as long as you clean it up, of course. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm coming to the end of part 2. Today is March 5th, 2012, and I'm gonna probably put one of these out every 2 days, just as an I don't know, just my thoughts and feelings, just a little more deeper into who I am, what I'm about, and what all this is supposed to be for. I gave you a little basics. First of all, the honesty thing. Second of all, some of my faults, you know, and third of all, a little bit of my backstory, and there's a lot more. So anyways, hopefully I get some comments, and hopefully I meet someone through this. Alright, YouTube, later.